justice, but Vita Coco Man getting in on the act as well. It's big time. 10-man tag team match fueled by Vita Coco. As we are under 30 minutes away from Double or Nothing live on pay-per-view at the top of the hour.
And there's been some really bad blood between the conglomeration and the team of Shane Taylor Promotions. It all has to do with what happened during our last Ring of Honor pay-per-view, Super Card of Honor, when STP lost the Trios Championship to Dalton Castle and his crew.
And the Outrunners.
Yeah, the Outrunners. And then all of a sudden, they decided to attack the Outrunners, to attack Dalton Castle. Conglomeration came to their aid.
The Outrunners and Dalton Castle were gloating about having won the six-man tag team titles, and out came Orange Cassidy and Mark Briscoe.
They were celebrating
their nose where their business did not belong.
They were celebrating. It was their first big championship of the Outrunners.
And fans with 3.5 times the electrolytes versus the leading sports drink. Vita Coco brings hydration that matches the energy, intensity, and endurance that defines all elite wrestling. As QT Marshall, Carly Bravo start with top high. And Zagiri takes down Carly Bravo.
Yes, kick there from QT. Boom and Doom. QT actually going by the name Doom, but if you look at his cholesterol score, I think that might be more fitting for Big Boom AJ.
Putting those right hands to use. Out ahead of Carly Bravo. Quick tag back out to QT Marshall.
Where did you get everybody's cholesterol score?
I've got my influence.
Oh, yeah, you're a liar is what you are.
That's just a small HIPAA violation. What does it matter?
Exactly.
Grizzly, Big Justice.
Ooh, strong by name and strong by nature. Those right hands. Carly Bravo suffering an absolute mugging. And in comes the chicken. Buoyed from his victory over Tommaso Ciampa this past week on Dynamite.
It was a bloody battle this past Wednesday. It's a wonder that Mark Briscoe's able to walk after this.
It's a heck of a five-man team here.
Anything you can do, I can do a lot worse.
Cassidy celebrating. Carly Bravo goes down. Cassidy looks for the quick cover, but
not today. In comes Shane Taylor Promotions. This one breaking down.
Lee Moriarty, Anthony Ogogo, Shane Taylor, and Sean Dean, Carly Bravo's partners, of course, the statuesque Christian XO on the outside, and she played a big role in STP defending the Ring of Honor six-man tag team championship.
Last time they retained the titles against Eddie Kingston, Ortiz, Lance Warner. She was a big factor there, and certainly Shane Taylor Promotions, having lost the Ring of Honor six-man tag team titles, would love to wear gold again. Whoa, in the corner.
And we're bringing the CAP with the BBC to NYC. Shane Taylor Promotions celebrating perhaps a little early.
Well, Carly Bravo does not know how to shut up. We have found that out many times. And look at our countdown clock, Excalibur. We are closely
just over 20 minutes away from Double or Nothing, coming to you live at the top of the hour. You can join us on HBO Max. Visit hbomax.com/AEW and internationally on Prime Video, My AEW, DAZN, YouTube, PPV.com, and main event Orange Cassidy. Hands firmly planted in the pockets. Drop kick. Sends a go-go. Reeling back to the corner. Shane Taylor swings, and so does Orange Cassidy. But, go-go, the body shot.
Oh, right hand. That's it. Good night.
1, 2, no.
That was 3. Come on.
I tell you, as great a striker as Orange Cassidy is with that orange punch, he can't out-punch
Not
the
a
big man.
chance. And here comes Tiger Style.
I mean, you've got Shane Taylor, of course, very heavy-handed, but Anthony Ogogo, remember, Olympic bronze medalist, but Stundog millionaire from Orange Cassidy is Moriarty backs to the corner. Carly Bravo comes in.
Cassidy away. Wait a sec. Big move, AJ. Keen to make the tag.
Bravo's working for it.
Double chocolate chip cookie power.
There he is.
And in comes AJ. Been working very hard in the gym to stay in shape.
Whoa, we got Big Boom AJ. Do you want to throw hands with Anthony Ogogo? I don't think so.
Hair shape.
Shane Taylor. Wow.
Massive difference maker from the namesake of Shane Taylor Promotions is, oh boy, AJ sends Taylor spilling to the floor. Meanwhile, Carly Bravo driven down, cover made, and Bravo able to kick out.
No body weight across the shoulders of Carly Bravo.
And only to get the hand on the chest, Nigel. That's all Big Boom could do.
AJ gasping desperately now as he calls to QT, but instead...
Moriarty distracted referee Stephon Smith so Christian XO could intervene, and now Rizzler and Harley Cameron.
Well, Rizzler's going to make a decision here.
What decision is that?
Who's he going home with? Who's he going home with?
Oh, look at Harley go!
Harley Cameron wants to be the one going home with the Riz. Yeah.
Meanwhile, inside the ring, Mark Briscoe, legal for the conglomeration / Doom and Doom side, and he is fighting off both Moriarty and Taylor. Briscoe boots for Moriarty, Enziguri rocks Shane Taylor.
Redneck Kung Fu against Tiger Style. Look at that. Oh, a beautiful block.
Moriarty, yeah,
Moriarty.
maneuvered himself underneath the lariat of Mark Briscoe and held him firm for Shane Taylor, but now the unorthodox offense of Roderick Strong and Orange Cassidy, 2/3 of the AEW World Trios Champions.
I think since Roddy Strong joined the conglomeration officially, we've seen the best Roderick Strong that we have seen in AEW.
Leaping knee strike, and we will see the other member of the Trios Champions tonight. He will face Jon Moxley with no time limit for the AEW Continental Championship. O'Reilly went the distance with Moxley this past Wednesday.
Chickens aren't supposed to fly.
O'Reilly earned his shot this past Wednesday, but remember, he's had Moxley's number before. He's forced the champion to tap out on a number of occasions.
And of course, the biggest one at Blood and Guts, but look up top here.
Back inside, Big Boob AJ coming to the aid of his tag team partner. What's the Riz doing?
The Rizzler and Big Justice up. Oh, the Vita Coco in the eyes of the infantry. Little mid-match hydration for Carly Bravo and Sean Dean. QT Marshall losing his balance, but still, good Lord, a triple powerbomb, 2, 3.
Here are your winners, the Conglomeration and Boom Matches!
Man, with all that Vita Coco up there, you can tell why QT would slip off the top.
Well, it was distraction for Christian XO on the outside off your camera. But ultimately, Big Boom AJ scoring the victory of the conglomeration.
Roderick Strong, Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, QT Marshall, and Big Boom AJ victorious. The Shane Taylor Promotions, they've got the ring surrounded. They don't seem to be taking this loss lying down.
We mentioned them earlier. Not happy with how their title opportunity went down.
One of Shane Taylor's worst enemies.
Eddie Kingston!
Eddie Kingston!
Ortiz and Mance Warner. This was the last team that Shane Taylor Promotions defended their Ring of Honor 6-man championship against. They did so. They stole that match from Kingston, Warner, and Ortiz. And those three men have not forgotten about it.
Eddie Kingston close to home.
Well, big-time intervention by Kingston, Mance Warner, and Ortiz fans. We are just over 15 minutes away from Double or Nothing live on pay-per-view on HBO Max. You can join us at the top of the hour. Visit HBOMax.com/AEW. And internationally, you may join us on Prime Video, My AEW, DAZN, YouTube, PPV.com, and Main Event.
I love Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston, Ortiz. Mans Warner. Of course, Orange Cassidy mixing up there with Vita Cocoman. But fans, wow, I mean, we have had a tremendous night of action here on the Double or Nothing buy-in fueled by Vita Coco. We are getting ready for Double or Nothing live at the top of the hour, coming to you for the first time ever from the Louis Armstrong Stadium in Queens, New York. We are excited to be here. You can tell already that the atmosphere is electric. And to cap off our Double or Nothing buy-in fueled by Vita Coco, let's go back to Mick Foley and Renee Paquette.
What an incredible night already. Eddie Kingston in the house.
Yeah.
Eddie, being here in New York just feels right. Mick, how you feeling so far tonight?
I'm feeling great. I'm having the time of my life. There's so much more left to see. Double or Nothing, I predict it's going to be one of the best shows of my life.
Well, let's get into tonight's main event. This is a title versus hair match. Darby Allin versus MJF. I would love to get your prediction of what's going to happen with these two.
Well, I'm predicting big things, exciting things. But in my opinion, in my history, Renee, you can only excel when you're playing to win, not playing not to lose.
Fair.
And in my opinion, MJF is playing not to lose.
It's an expensive hairline.
It's a lot. Listen, I go way back. I've got the old wrestler injuries. I've got a metal hip. I've got a metal knee. I've got torn ligaments. MJF has hair plugs he got from Turkey. And
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And so he is going to do everything in his power to hold on to that hair. But again, playing to lose is not the same as playing to win. Darby Allin's on a roll. My prediction is Darby Allin goes home with the world title. Just one man's opinion.
Trying to get you to watch the pre-show.
Supposed to care about the opinion of a guy who's a legend, and we recall him being a legend because in every big moment of his career, all he did was fail.
Wow, that was real difficult to do.
Nah, see, I'm not buying that. I'm sorry, are you guys booing me? Okay. I would care about your opinion more if I too was stupid enough to think the Knicks are ever going to win a championship ever again. Luckily, unlike all of you, I'm not a complete moron. Speaking of people who are going to let you down tonight, Darby Allin. Shut up! And when I talk about Darby Allin, I think of you, Mick, because you guys are a lot alike. Matter of fact, you guys are a lot alike all these people here tonight. You're underdogs, you know? And when your backs are against the wall, all you people do what you do best. Lose.
Max, just for a moment, let me take this in. Because I never thought I'd have a feeling like this again in my life. So, just for a moment, let me thank you for giving that gift to me. And now I'm going to give you a little piece of advice and a little piece of history, which is, yes, I lost a lot of matches.
Yeah.
There's a young man named Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson who might recall a couple victories I had as well. But here's where you and I differ. In none of those matches Did Mick Foley have a match that ended in 2 minutes and 15 seconds?
That's not a loss. That's a disgrace.
So unless you want to be known as the man whose matches can time an egg, you better put your big boy pants on because you got Darby Allin to contend with. And when you see Darby Allin, yeah, you see shades of me. But you see a younger me, a more athletic me, someone who wants to win more than I ever did. I was content to steal the show, and he's not, because he's going to simultaneously steal the show and take away what you love most, the AEW title and your hair. You know, I never noticed, until I got up real close to you, Max. You've got wavy hair, and tonight, it's waving goodbye.
That's cute. Oh no!
Jeez. What a low life to
No one comes out during this whole time. No one comes out after.
Classless by MJF.
Until Darby's coming out.
Whoa! Darby Allin charging out just as MJF was lining up Mick Foley with that dynamite
Look
diamond
at the
ring.
wall. At least take him to the back. Something.
Don't you run away, Max! Don't you run away, Max!
I didn't know it till a month ago that I inspired your career. I've known you since you were the quiet kid who kept to himself in the independent dressing rooms. And it wasn't until John Moxley faced off with you at Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey. I remember it was like yesterday. He said, Mick, if you can, stick around and watch this match because this kid can do anything. And I looked at him and repeated the word, anything. I remember it was like yesterday. He said, Mick, if you can, stick around and watch. Faced off with you at Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey. I remember it was like yesterday. He said, Mick, if you can, stick around.
Who?
Don't you run away, Max! Don't you run away, Max!
He already did.
I didn't know it till a month ago that I inspired your career. I've known you since you were the quiet kid who kept to himself in the independent dressing rooms. And it wasn't until John Moxley faced off with you at Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey. I remember it was like yesterday. He said, Mick, if you can, stick around and watch this match because this kid can do anything. And I looked at him and repeated the word, anything. And as I've watched you succeed in my own way, I felt like it's myself succeeding because you were the weird kid who was never picked for stardom. You were the shy kid who people mistook shyness for arrogance, and you've taught the world that greatness does not come in one package. So tonight, win one for the weird ones. Tonight, win this thing for anyone who's ever been told they can't do it. Prove them wrong. Show them that you have what it takes not just to be a champion, but to be a legend. And if I could quote an old friend of mine, I'd like to conclude by saying, bang, 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 Darby Allin, bang, bang.
Well, Darby Allin just nearly 40 days of getting the pep talk of his life by the icon Sting. Got one hell of a pep talk by the legend Mick Foley ahead of our Double or Nothing main event coming up tonight. Darby Allin puts his AEW World Championship on the line against Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and MJF will put his hair on the line in what could be his greatest humiliation ever.
That was quite a pep talk, wasn't it?
Incredible.
Legends don't come much bigger than Mick Foley, and if you're Darby Allin, the inspiration has got to be coursing through his veins, but he's facing one of the most duplicitous challengers he ever had to face in MJF.
And fans, just over 8 minutes away from Double or Nothing, coming to you live on pay-per-view. You can join us internationally on Prime Video, myaew.com, DAZN, YouTube, ppv.com, and Main Event. And then domestically, you can join us on HBO Max on pay-per-view. Visit hbomax.com/AEW to join us for Double or Nothing, because this is what you are going to see here tonight from the beautiful Louis Armstrong Stadium in Queens, New York. The main event, title versus hair, Darby Allin, the AEW World Champion, versus MJF, the challenger.
Bald.
MJF wants to become a 3-time AEW World Champion, and also we will be kicking off the Owen Hart Foundation men's and women's tournaments tonight. First round action, Will Ospreay, for the first time ever, will face former TNT champion, former AEW World Champion, Samoa Joe. And across the bracket from that match, Swerve Strickland and Bandito will meet one-on-one tonight on Double or Nothing. And remember, the winner of the Owen Hart Foundation tournaments will be able to challenge for the AEW World Championship and the AEW Women's World Championship at All in London later this summer. And speaking of the women's tournament, Mina Shirakawa and the forever Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Athena will battle it out tonight live on pay-per-view. Plus, the Continental Championship will be on the line. Jon Moxley and Kyle O'Reilly will meet with absolutely no time limit. Kyle O'Reilly has had Jon Moxley's number, forcing the Continental Champion to tap out not once, but twice. Can he do it again tonight at Double or Nothing? We will also see a battle of wills, a battle of generations, and a battle for the AEW International Championship. The Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita, will challenge the Rainmaker, the AEW International Champion, Kazuchika Okada, tonight. And the AEW Women's World Championship is on the line, and for the first time ever, 4 women that have held the AEW Women's World Championship will be competing in the same match as the Toxic Spider Tekla tries to fend off the challenge by 3-time former champion Hikaru Shida, Chris Statlander, and Jamie Hayter. Plus, it will be wild, it will be unruly, it will be Stadium Stampede. Jericho, the Hurt Syndicate, and the Elite will take on the Demand, the Don Callis family, and the Dogs 7-on-7 for the first time ever in Stadium Stampede. And kicking off the action tonight, a crucial, high-stakes AEW World Tag Team Championship match. It will be I Quit, and it will be the legacy, the future of Christian Cage and Adam Copeland on the line as they face Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler for the AEW World Tag Team Championship and Cope and Cage's future as a tag team duo. As you can see, we are less than 5 minutes away from Double or Nothing coming to you on pay-per-view. No one does pay-per-view like All Elite Wrestling. Bring the kiddies, bring the wife. You are guaranteed to have the time of your life with Double or Nothing. Just over 4 minutes away for the first time ever at the Louis Armstrong Stadium here at the Billie Jean King Tennis Center in Queens, New York. Tony, we are in store for an incredible night of action.
It's rabid fans here tonight. They are waiting for all these title matches and wondering if Maxwell Jacob Freeman will leave a bald head.
Nigel, MJF has an opportunity to become a 3-time world champion at just 30 years of age. Or he could suffer the greatest humiliation of his life in his own backyard.
For MJF, it is literally double or nothing. He goes home with the title or he loses his hair.
Well, fans, we will see you for Double or Nothing in just a few moments live on pay-per-view, and we're kicking it off with a big one.
This city is its own
He's a
life force.
cesspool. He's an
It
absolute
can bring out
trash
one's
heap.
best.
They killed the old me. exactly what you want.
Reveal the darkness hidden.
There is nothing more dangerous than a man that desires power.
Where the chaos is a strength.
6 years ago, you created your own match. A match that happened at Double or Nothing.
It cannot be contained. It can only be witnessed. Chris Jericho and the Hurt Syndicate are looking for partners. So how about me, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega? Stadium Stampede.
And creates the medal of champions.
Our first taste of action in the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament.
The same man that put me on the shelf for months is the man that I submitted twice and will submit again.
Got a score to settle.
Foundation Women's Tournament.
The same man that put me on the shelf for months is the man that I submitted twice and will submit again.
Got a score to settle.
At Double or Nothing, I must beat Kazuchika Okada. I must regain AEW International Championship.
There is no better place.
5 letters, 2 words. I quit.
And when all the smoke clears, this city leaves you with a legacy to hold.
So what's standing in between you and your dream is your living nightmare.
Give me my rematch, Darby. Everyone deserves a shot at this. Just like me. If you want a rematch, you're going to have to put something on the line. I want something you hold most dear in this life. I'm talking about your hair.
World Championship on the line against the hair of MJF. New York is AEW country.
We are going to... You never cared about me. I'm going to do anything it takes. I want you to do the same. Whatever